quick correction. The movie Triple R is actually Tollywood, not Bollywood. And then the other thing is that Roshan has specifically been keeping up with me for 5 years, and he says that he is a poet and a writer and a civil engineer.
Cracked again, now I don't know where I'm going or where I've been. You were gonna be the guy who saved the girl, but it's been a while and it's only unfurled.
Welcome back. My name is Roshan and you are watching the Roshan Talk Show. As you know, we have a guest from the India, but we have a guest from over the seas, just like America. And she is very talented, like a gorgeous, glorious, and melody voice with effective and natural acting. She is actor, she make comedy videos, she is a singer, and she is a dancer. And she think about that thing which think don't want anything. It means none of the person are thinking the normal ways, but they think over the seas areas. Just like I think what is special, what is secret, what should be revealed, and what should be find. It's a deep knowledge. So her name is Melanie Lake or Waffle Cheek. She is very talented, and I was met 5 years ago. Since 2020, when Corona comes, every person was working on creativity, and she met me on Rizal app. Just Rizal app, just like a TikTok app, American TikTok app. So let's get something special about the waffle. Let's check out.
Hey everyone, so Roshan he's followed me ever since I was on the Rizzle app, which if you're not familiar with it, was kind of like TikTok, but not as popular at all. And then the app just kind of basically, like, they sold it off for AI purposes. But anyway, Roshan has kept up with me since then, and he has been very persistent in asking me to be on his show. And it paid off. So I have agreed to do his show.
So Melanie, first of all, I would like to ask you your small introduction to my viewers. Welcome, Melanie.
I'm Melanie Lek, and I am I guess, multifaceted. Does that sound too, like, showy? I'm a creator in a few different disciplines. So I make music as Melanie Penelope, which I put that up there so you'll see my name, because I forgot that I do other stuff and I put but whatever. And I also do comedy videos and stuff like that as Waffle Chick. Then what else do? I also act, and those are the main things. I do some videography and photography that's more serious for work. So actually, yeah, if you need some of that, you can reach out to me for that. But yeah, that's what I do. I do a whole bunch of random stuff.
So Melanie, the awesome introduction you told to us, our friend. And second question, what is your motivational source? Because you are working in the documentary film and short films and your own creative films. So what is your motivational source? Please tell us to our viewers and your Indian viewers. Please reply.
So I suppose for cooling myself, the source of that might be an air conditioner. No, but I think what he's kind of trying to ask is, what's my motivation to keep going for all this stuff? I guess that when I was little, I used to keep up with a lot of inspirational, I followed a lot of Asian guys on YouTube who were extremely creative and they were always making music and doing cool stuff. But I also was so, I had a big crush on, but I was also very inspired by Apollo Ono, the speed skater for the US Olympic team. And so I kept up with a lot of the motivational stuff that he would talk about and all that. And I really, I listen to people's stories and I listen to them talk about how hard it is when you first get started and how there are times where it feels like it is going nowhere at all, but you just have to keep going. And I really listened to that and I believed it wholeheartedly. And so that is how I keep going when I make have a big breakthrough or accomplishment and then everything collapses around me. It feels like starting back at square one. I just remember those things. And also, I really love doing this stuff. It's sort of like I would do it no matter what. I would always find a way to make things because if I didn't, I would just shrivel up and die. I love making things. It is an obsession.
So, Melanie, you told me about your journey, that how you motivate by sports categories and many more. So, the next question about you, which is more important. One, do you know about Indian people and Indian lifestyle and Indian culture? If you've seen any Indian culture in your country and which may be your friend, so can you feel your express to us, our viewers? Get it?
I don't know a lot about India. I do know that you guys have a lot of turmeric in your food, which has statistically helped, I think, to lower autoimmune diseases in your people. And so I've taken turmeric supplements before, and also the more bioavailable form of it, which is curcumin phytosome, I think. And that helped me a lot because I have some health problems and I take all these, I'm actually not taking anything for it right now, but I went through a huge supplement phase and everything trying to find solutions. So yes, I also like chicken tikka masala, or is it marsala? I think it's masala. That's good. I like garlic naan and I like butter chicken. What else? I don't know. Oh, and I like the creativity in the visual effects in Indian cinema. There's a question about that later, so I'll mention that later. Okay.
So, Melanie, you told that you like butter chicken and garlic naan and the spicy food of Indian pattern. And India is also famous for the spices. And years ago, the spices are the very important for the trade. In the Portugal, they were trade to India because of their spices. So great things you like. Generally, I like non-spicy food. That's my style, and everyone is on his style. That does not matter. Next question I would like to ask you, which is more special, and you will think, and your answer will be the awesome as you feel. If you have power, if you have a power, just like a president of your country, America, if you are the president of your country, so how would you development for your country, for yourself, for your hobbies, just like a film cities? So tell me and feel us your feeling about if you have a power. So reply please.
Knowing that I will probably never be in a position of power like that, I have absolutely no problem going fully out there and saying all of my ideas. Okay, so first of all, we need more castles around us. We need more pretty buildings. We need things that people like to be in. And when they go outside, they see something that's really awesome and inspiring instead of a billboard for, I do like a lot of stuff at McDonald's. I love their Coca-Cola, but when you go outside and all you see is McDonald's billboards and stuff, it's just like, so we will have mandatory classes and castle building, no matter your age or whatever's going on in your life. This will force everybody to socialize with each other, and I think that would be very good for us as people. What else would we do? So I think, yeah, we would have mandatory classes for some kind of a hobby. It doesn't really matter what it is that you choose to do, but you will be forced to do something that's kind of fun and creative and interesting. That way, on those days where people don't feel like they have enough motivation to keep going, no worries, you're underneath my dictatorship. You're going to do it and you're going to have fun. What else? You might have to edit out some gaps in the video here because I have so many ideas. Okay, what else? So I also think that athletics are really important for people, not just for the physical fitness, but also it gives you, when you're in a team setting and stuff, you can get past so many different things by having your team. And I think that when people get those impulses out in a sports setting and they get to beat each other up and everything, I think that's good because you're getting your aggression out in a healthy way. You know, like, yes, I think, yeah, we should have some more fist fights now and then. I think that if people could punch each other more, then they wouldn't have so much bottled up anger all the time. What else? What else can I say to get? So I've been trying to think about solutions for homelessness. That's really hard. You know, we have a lot of different things. Like, people don't want to have designated campgrounds or buildings or even bathrooms and stuff like that because there's such a legal liability where somebody can sue you and say you weren't properly maintaining this place. So it makes it difficult because if you have people who come in there and they're not taking care of the place, they can like spin it back on you. I don't know. But it would be nice not to have a bunch of homeless people. You know, you feel bad for them and everything. It sounds like I'm joking around, but I'm serious. What else? I'd make sure that our food was a little bit healthier. I think that I would probably give some kind of incentives to people who were more healthy because it's very hard to be healthy. Let's just be honest. Yeah, we're supposed to have our own discipline within ourselves and all of that jazz, but I'm recording a video.
I didn't know.
That's okay. Well, I can't stop it though.
So you don't want me to tell you what I was going to tell you?
No.
Aww.
Sorry, I'll let you know when I'm done.
What are those fries for me?
Hey, do you remember any of my ideas for if I was in charge of the country?
Your ideas?
Yeah, like I said, mandatory castles and
yeah.
building and classes and mandatory sports.
Yeah.
Incentives for eating well.
Yeah.
Do I have any other ones?
I don't know. There's a lot of like studying stuff, like, I don't know, research and like.
I wanted people to do research?
I don't know. Thought there was something like that. Like some minor inconvenience you were upset about that you wanted people to.
Oh, yeah.
Are those fries for me?
Oh, yeah, you can have those. Those fries are from McDonald's. Oh, yes. So, okay. All the McDonald's would have beef tallow instead of seed oils. Because apparently seed oils are bad. I'm sure I actually think they probably are. I also think that plastic is probably even worse than we think it is. I think that plastic and silicone or is it silicone? Whichever one is the rubber one that's on the spatulas and the baking dishes. There's no way that that's safe. I just don't think that there is. That I have no evidence. That's a hunch. I have many hunches. I think that that's not safe. It's probably the asbestos of our time. What else? I think it's probably like maybe someday they'll be like, maybe we shouldn't have had microwave ovens inside of our homes all the time. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking way too long to answer this. I'm so sorry, Roshan. I just have so many ideas.
Oh my gosh, Melanie, your answer was very glorious and gorgeous. And while you were speaking, smiling little bit is very awesome, and it touch our hearts and the feeling, the emotions are very important. So you told about that motivational and the industries, the plastic industries, and some kind of casuals and need a sports to growth ourselves, because the physical education is more important While the mental education we are providing, but the physical education is also important because it feel us strong, powerful, because we have a two power, mental power and the physical power. If you have a mental power, you may be growth. Without physical power, you can't be growth. It's a very great, awesome answer. So, next question to about you. What do you learn about the Indian policy? Because you are the searching about India, India, and you are learning everything from India. Meanwhile, the cinematography, got it. So, what do you learn about the Indian policy? Share your views to our viewers.
I can't answer that accurately because I'm not sure I was paying great attention in school for that. I got good grades, but a lot of things would go in my brain and then they would kind of dump out later. So we learned things about some of the history, some of the exports, about Hinduism, about sacred cows, about the spices and like trade routes, stuff like that.
A great motivational reply all told by you to our viewers. It's very awesome view because you are the feeling and you feel everything and share feeling to everyone because sometimes there is no condition to share feelings, but every person should have a brave to feeling their feelings. So next question is that if you I mean if you have any Indian friend in your country while you're schooling or college, so share a view if you have or had any kind of moment. We are waiting.
I had an Indian friend in high school, and I went to her Arandatram, and there was some very fancy dancing and costumes for it.
So Melanie, it was a little expression and the little moment with the Indian friends. Don't worry, in the future you may have any Indian friend in your country. So next question, what is your hobbies and what is your most important work you work when you are more happy? I mean a lot of happy.
My hobbies, I think I kind of already mentioned that in my introduction, but for things outside of my big 3, 4, whatever, outside of my artistic stuff, oh boy, I've been hunching, haven't I? I really like reorganizing my room. I I used to kind of like decorating places and kind of organizing them because it's sort of like a real life puzzle where you can. I hate puzzles. I hate jigsaw puzzles so much. I can't stand them. I just can't stand them. It's like I think I would rather get shots and get blood drawn than do a puzzle. But as far as real life puzzles, like finding out where things fit inside of a big shelving unit or something, I think that's fun. Hobbies. Oh, duh. I like doing gymnastics stuff, although I'm not as great at a lot of it now. I still like learning different tricks. They call it tumbling. So I like working on things like my handstands and my cartwheels, and I'd like to get back my back walkover, my front walkover, and it would be, I've always wanted to be able to do a backflip. I think that would be the coolest ever. So that's something I'd love to do. I got my back handspring a few times by myself when I was in high school. That was one of the greatest feelings on the planet. Yeah. I like ice skating. I did figure skating for a while for fun. And that's one of the things why I mentioned sports. They really get your brain in a different place. They get you out of your head, which I think is what people really need when they're, especially people who have a lot of, I don't know how to find a better word, but people who are kind of like down in the dumps all the time or mental, you know, that helps more than anything for me is getting out of my brain. Talking about it does not fix it for me. I need to get out and use my body. Let me see. I am saying too much too. Oopsie. Future goal. I would like to release several albums musically. I want to write and act in a really funny show that gets onto a major streaming platform. If not a show, a movie, but I think a show could be more fun. And for the genre, I love writing comedies, but I love watching romanticities. Those are so fun. And then I also want to write a book. I haven't decided if I want it to be, I think I want it to be fiction. And I have a lot of different notes for that already. I've been kind of chipping away at it since I was in college. But it's not the top of the list right now. I got these other things I'm trying to get through first.
Hey Melanie, one thing is special which I like most in you, because you want to explore yourself to everywhere in every field for growth, for a good growth. One person who want to growth, but there is no direction. But you have a direction to growth yourself and your community growth. As you are saying, you want to go out of the box, which is more important, because some people they have not courage to go outside, but you are trying in this age. It's very awesome, glorious, and a good thing, and you should be maintained, because what the people don't care, just do your work, enjoy. Next question. So if you had a chance to visit in India, so where will you visit? Share your view. Which kind of place you want to visit to India?
I guess whatever people say is cool, I'll probably go there.
It's very nice. It's more nice. It's very awesome if you had a chance to come in. And next question. Do you believe in God? And what is the God's policy which you like very most? Because every kind of policy makes every kind of person. Different policy, different person. Different thinking, different work. Different work, different profess. So, do you believe in God?
Yes, I am Christian. I'm a Catholic, so I believe in God, aka it's like the Holy Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, which is Jesus, and then the Holy Spirit. They're like the three in one, all that stuff. And the main, it's really been responsible for my moral compass. Totally. I don't know what I would have done if I grew up without religion. It kind of seems like life would suck. So what else? I don't know. What do I know about God? I know that God wants us to love each other. I know that God's love teaches us how to get past anything. And one thing that I've thought about forgiveness is that forgiveness, people always say that it's something that sets you free as well. But another thing about forgiveness is that if you are able to forgive somebody for something absolutely awful that they did to you, you never really have to lose people. So I have seen that in my life where it's like you can feel like maybe there's something that you'll never get past, and it hurts so badly because it's like it feels like this person has almost died because you would have to be apart from them. But you really don't have to do that. If you both are wanting to fix it, if you both are following the beliefs in the religion, you can come so far, and you get to experience this love. You get to love people. You don't have to be bogged down by hating them or you don't have to be lonely, I guess. I wish that I could edit this more so I could make myself sound more coherent, but that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned is also finding the best in somebody no matter what they've done. And you're supposed to find that in yourself as well. No matter where whatever has transpired, like, God finds a way to love you through it, as long as you are willing to accept him. So, yeah. Okay.
So very interesting answer. I listened by you. One thing, since 5 years ago, you are and we are following each other. So what do you feel about me? Because there is long 5 year ago friendship we are going to be done. So what you are feeling that Indian people what feel about the American people? Reply, please.
So, Roshan, I mean, he's probably been my most dedicated listener slash follower because he followed me off the Rizzle app and he's always supportive of my stories and my songs and my comedy videos and whatnot. And he has this show, which you may be watching right now. And I don't speak the language of the show, so I don't 100% know what's happening in it, but I believe that it follows a similar format, asking these questions to people.
So thank you so much. You have an awesome feeling for me, just like a more important friendship as you shows me, because it's a very honor to be with you, and which is very good because I don't think so. We have a friend and we follow each other. There is no profit, me and you, but we are following each other. So very good, very powerful relationship, friendship, and it's very awesome. So next question for you that uh, have you seen recently any Bollywood movies and movies actors and which movies do you like most and what your feelings about that film can you express to our viewers?
All right, this is where I was gonna say there's a movie called Triple R, I think, and that movie is, I mean, that's a piece of cinema. They have really done things that are creative and innovative and different, and they take a lot of chances with the way they present the story that are like, that's what's cool about Bollywood movies. They do stuff that is like, it's so cinematic and exaggerated and over the top, and it can be a lot of fun. I still have to finish watching that movie because we got partway through. It's a really long movie. But it's very distinct and it's really a blast. It feels like you're along for the ride. So, yeah.
Oh Melanie, oh my gosh, it's awesome. The Triple R movies are my also favorite movies. Natu song have you seen, and Natu song dance you will like most. And last question I would ask you to you. You are singer, and one song which is your most favorite song, which is recently launched. Faithful Fair Tales, Earth. I don't want to live in the earth. As you feeling. So it's a request. It's a humble request to our behalf of our guest and also me. So kindly sing song this for our Indian viewers and your American viewers and Indian viewers. We are waiting. Welcome.
So, I will go ahead and do that. I will perform one of my original songs now that I put out as Melanie Penelope. So, this is a song I wrote called I Don't Live on Earth. I wrote it because I've written a lot of depressing songs and I wanted to write something that lifts you up from the gallows. I don't live on Earth, shapeshift in the sky. Gotta shoot me down, but nobody will tell me why. I set on rebirth, my veins all run dry. I never really was that afraid to die.
I'm not made of wire, no, I'm not a machine. I'm sick and tired of living life on a screen. Call off all the search, don't wanna be found. If all you'll do is drag me back to the ground. I like the view up here, left all my bags back home. The chains of my heart and of my mobile phone. Take a bite of the Milky Way with a side of Saturn rings. Scatter stars to shape constellations of shiny seas. What if I was born to wield a sword to make things new? Somewhere far away from you. I don't live on Earth, shape-shift in the sky. Gotta shoot me down, but nobody will tell me why. Call off all the search, don't wanna be found. What I seek's in stars, it's not on the ground. I've got this energy, some days my whole body screams, aching to unlock ancient answers and mysteries. Another round round the sun, throwing arrows with Orion. Return to the shore or stay my course. What if I was born for something more? A space rock waiting with my sword. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. I don't live on Earth, shape-shift in the sky. Gotta shoot me down, but nobody will tell me why. Call off all the search, I cannot be found. I was made for stars, not for the ground. I was made for something more. I was made for something more. I was made for something more. I was made for something more.
Oh my gosh, it's a great feelings and great song and a great music and great things. So I want to ask you that what is your social platforms where your videos and your song our viewers can be listen. Please describe in briefly and where I can. I also sing every time you, but my customers are just like a friends, just like a viewers. My friends, how can you listen? So give me the full detail.
Okay, and this is a sneak peek of a new song. I'm not 100% sure what the name, but I think I'm calling it I Told You So, You Lock Lips with the Shadow. You'll dance away your head, I told you so. You're in love with a shadow. You'll dance away your head, I told you so. I told you so, I told you. I bite my tongue until it bleeds, you know. I need some hope. I'll watch you make a house out of a home. You lock lips with a shadow. You lock lips with a shadow. Don't sit too still. Something like that. And that's everything that I have for you today. So thank you, Roshan, for inviting me to be on your show and giving me some of these were very interesting questions. They got me thinking and they were fun to answer. So appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And if anybody new is watching and they liked the song, you can find me on all streaming platforms, which is Spotify, Apple Music, what else exists? The other ones, YouTube is my favorite. And you just look up Melanie Penelope and you'll find me. If you want to listen or check out my comedy videos, search Waffle Chick and look for the person who looks like me in the thumbnail. And that will be me. So yes, thank you. I hope you all have a great night or day if you're watching during the daytime. And that's about it. That's all, folks. Thanks. Quick correction. The movie Triple R is actually Tollywood, not Bollywood. And then the other thing is that Roshan has specifically been keeping up with me for 5 years. And he says that he is a poet and a writer and a civil engineer.